Lie on your back with the sole of your left foot on the mat near your buttocks. Lift your right leg and place your lower right leg across your left upper leg near your left knee so that your right ankle is just past your left leg. With both hands, grasp the girth of your upper right leg and rotate your femur externally by pulling on the fleshy part of your leg. Using the strength of your right arm, press your right upper leg to move your right knee far from your right shoulder for 5 breaths of part 1. The reason for pulling on the fleshy part of your upper leg to pull the femur into external rotation is to allow for a greater stretch of the piriformis with less strain on the knee. After 5 breaths of part 1, lift your left foot off the floor and clasp your hands behind your left upper leg just above your knee. For the next 5 breaths of part 2, pull your left knee towards your left shoulder while pulling your right knee away from your right shoulder. You should feel a stretch in your right piriformis. To accentuate this stretch, press your right upper leg away with your right elbow. Relax the back of your neck. After 5 breaths in Sucirandhrasan, for the next 5 breaths of part 3, you can intensify the stretch if you feel ready by straightening your left leg. After 5 breaths of part 3, for the next breaths of part 4, you can intensify the stretch more if you feel ready by clasping your hands behind your left calf instead of remaining behind your left hamstrings and never behind your knee. After 5 breaths of part 4 of Sucirandhrasan, come out of the pose. Switch legs and repeat the entire sequence on the other side. Lie on your back with the sole of your right foot on the mat near your buttocks. Lift your left leg and place your lower left leg across your right upper leg near your right knee so that your left ankle is just past your right leg. With both hands, grasp the girth of your upper left leg and rotate your femur externally by pulling on the fleshy part of your leg. Using the strength of your left arm, press your left upper leg to move your left knee far from your left shoulder for 5 breaths of part 1. After 5 breaths of part 1, lift your right foot off the floor and clasp your hands behind your right upper leg just below your knee. For the next 5 breaths of part 2, pull your right knee towards your right shoulder while pulling your left knee away from your left shoulder. You should feel a stretch in your left piriformis. To accentuate this stretch, press your left upper leg away with your left elbow. Relax the back of your neck. After 5 breaths in Sucirandhrasan, for the next 5 breaths of part 3, you can intensify this stretch if you feel ready by straightening your right leg. After 5 breaths of part 3, for the next 5 breaths of part 4, you can intensify the stretch more, if you feel ready, by clasping your hands behind your right calf. After 5 breaths of part 4, Sucirandhrasan, come out of the pose. Good job.